Well, good afternoon. Seeding. Putting in peas. There's the end of this quarter. I was seeding peas on a more south quarter, and it was way too wet, so I pulled out of there and came here. So I don't know if I'll be able to go back there and finish that one, or have to leave it, put some barley there or something. But you can see how wet it is. Pretty wet spring. I think it's May 17th. So when this is done, we'll have about 280 acres in so far. So there's not that much in another quarter that I couldn't do, but I just physically could not pull the drill, and we're getting stuck. So Marshall did get it stuck. I did not video or take pictures. Well, I got one picture, I guess I can put that up. But he got the situation stuck on that other quarter, and took us just about most of a day to pull it out. So had to replace a Packer bearings back there earlier today, and a little I started working on last night. But yeah, slow start, I suppose. Always gotta have a little bit of fun. But anyway, I will let you guys go. 252 bucks. You like that? That fired up. Good. Ian's on the other side. Just about full. Rained here today. I did spray the weeds. Don't worry. It's a little wet. Anyway. 420 acres to go, and then we're all done. Talk to you later. Hi. Well, we're 180-ish from the end. Ian's on the other quarter, spreading. Wind's blowing like you know what. Sprayers over there, I haven't sprayed yet. Marshall come last night to run the drill, and which was going good until we come to fill it, and I was going to finish this field. Well, he went to bed, and we blew a transmission line. So ended up doing both hoses, and they go down and underneath to the filter. Of course, transmission lost most of its oil. I'm just going to wipe everything up here, clean this little bit of oil up. More just so it doesn't fly up into the radiator, and put more shit in it than it already has. But it wasn't running hot or nothing, but it does need a blow. Hasn't been a very warm spring. So anyway, June 1st now, so we're close to the end. Basically minus 2 setbacks, we should have been done, but had to wait a while to get those built in town. I did not phone the dealer and see if they had them like pre-made or nothing, but yeah, so got them all through the loop nice. I got some zip ties, I got the grommets back in, so it's nice 2-wire hose. They didn't make it too heavy, kind of weird things, 3/4 into 1 inch. Originally they wanted just to make 1-inch lines, but they said it would be a little bit cheaper, but I didn't want to do that because then it wouldn't fit in here nice. And I really like to keep things authentic, I guess. All the years working in town as a mechanic, you fix stuff back to the way it's supposed to be so people don't think you're a freaking retard. But anyway, I got everything on tight underneath. I just got to climb down there and put some zip ties and put oil in the transmission again and fire it up and see if we're leaking. So thought I'd bring it back for a little update. There's me. Yeah, gone gray. So, okay, I'll talk to you in a little while. Quick little sneak peek under here. So, this is a filter, bypass, and then the lines go in behind this radar thingy, and up and around and up in there. So, AC lines are here. I tied them up kind of how they were, but they were, well, you can see that this one's all rubbed to shit. So I did it different, but anyway, suppose if they rub through, I'll have to fix that too. But anyway, for now, I think that's a good job done. Ian did bring some big hose out to put around them, but it's all tied up away from the bracket now, back in there, so can't see much in here. But anyway, let's put some oil in the transmission and see how she goes. We's got dust flying. Not a lot left here. When I first fired the tractor up after I put oil in the transmission, I think, yeah, it's this little light, if I remember right. One of the two, I don't know. It was on for a while, then it finally went out, and took another gallon, like 5 liters of oil to fill it up. After that, 5 and a smidge. Anyway, nothing was leaking that I could see, and did a run check. Had one plugged hose in the middle there and cleaned that out. And by the time I got that done, tractor was almost up to operating temperature, and I started seeding. So yeah, minor setbacks. Oh, I'm glad to be done. I could use a nap. I've been saying that for 2 weeks, but by the time I put openers on the drill and fixed hoses, and we changed a fork at the back to move the what they call an agitator in the bottom of the tank, and I don't remember what else I did to the drill, but spent some time on that. And I put a roll tarp on the Louisville, and I did use that up until we started using treated grain. I just don't like putting treated grain in that box because it's hard to clean out. And I took a big chunk of meat out of my hand last night. That was not very good, trying to get these damn lines off. Anyway, my hand hurts, but get her back on the line. Put the drill in the ground. Go down quickly. Beep beep. There you go. And we're plunking seeds in again. Hopefully. And if you're not sure, the crank is spinning. Can you see? I can barely see it. Oh yeah. And if you're really not, you're worried. There. That shaft's up on her. That's the rear. That's the seed shaft. For whatever reason, my front shaft quit reading, but I know fertilizer's going out because I also have a camera. Can't see shit in the phone, but 6,000 acres. I should delete that, eh? But anyway, where were we at? I don't even know. What do I want? Fan. There we go. So yeah, seeding away. This pea stubble reminds me of summer fallow. I'm not seeing the barley overly deep, about 3/4 inch. So hopefully this ground doesn't just dry out and bake before we get a rain and it comes up. You can see there's moisture behind the drill, but already over here obviously it's dried out. So yeah, anyway, a few washouts in here, bounced through. Probably should have been harrowed, but I got no time for harrowing. So Marshall got lots of practice harrowing up on Arnie's, hammering out the old plowing there. So anyways, the old Versy, well, he's sitting over there, I think I said before, on the sprayer. You can see him, and the water truck. But he got to pull some tillage equipment, so yeah. I think I got to do the engine in that tractor. It's got a bit of an oil leak, which I got part of the leak fixed, and it's still got a bit more of one, but in 3 hours it goes through 2 liters oil, and yeah, it doesn't appear to be dripping out 3 liters, so I think she's time for a motor job. I don't need it for lots of things, but it is handy to have around. And this tractor's starting to get pile hours on it too. 8,300 and change now, so won't be long, it'll be 10,000 on her. But by then we'll need another drill and a tractor. Keep farming like the big boys. So yeah, anyway, not really, but got enough for some 30-year-old junk. Anyway, I'll quit talking and I'll let you guys go. Something exciting happens, I'll bring you back. And if not, hopefully everyone else at seeding gets done seeding sooner or later. They did extend the crop insurance to, I believe, June 5th for wheat and canola, and June 15th for barley. And unless I had some short season barley, I'd hate to be seeding this Synergy on June 15th. You'd probably freeze, but anyway, we'll talk to you a little later. Well, son of a beehive. You see daylight right through it. Can you see in the camera? No? I can see through it anyway. So all broke down. It does not want to finish. Anyway, okay, bring it back later. Marshall's in the tractor right now. He comes spell me out for supper. We're almost done. It's actually 15 acres across the road yet, but it is only 8 o'clock, so another half hour here and hour over there and we'll be wrapped up. 2026 will be in the ground. So it was nice of him to come run the tractor for an hour. Got another, I don't know what the hell we're doing. Must be 25 to 30 acres an hour right now because we're going over 5 miles an hour. So, but anyway, I'll catch you in the tractor. Talk to you then. He's going back to his car. It's on the other side of the quarter. Dust is flying. See me in the phone. Huh. Get this off. There you go. There's that little finger sluice. I got a seat on the other side of that and then finish this up. So yeah, so close. Anyway, I'll bring you back in a few. That's it. Let's go get her. I couldn't see through the dust when I turned around. Get on my line. Come on, traffic. It just gets jumping when I'm not on the line for everything. Top is getting dry though, but there's still moisture down below, so this barley should come up fairly quick, I would hope. Oh, make you guys all dizzy, see me out. Okay. See what I mean by the dust? Wind stopped and she's hanging. So that little triangle to clean up. There, 2026 is complete. So I do have a lot of seed and I do have some fertilizer. So tomorrow I am going to go to my old pasture, and since I got these new fancy tips, I don't know if you can see from here. I don't know if I showed you guys these things. Sorry, my dirty window. I put 3/4 inch Dutch openers on it. I'm gonna go try and seed the old pasture right into the sod, and so the grass gets some of that fertilizer, and if the barley grows, it grows, the cows will eat it, and if it don't, I don't even care. So yeah. Always looks pretty after it's seeded, I think. Just looks rugged, I guess, zero tilling, and then they're all tilled up. This is the spot. And it looks nice. But anyway, heck of a run. Oh, it's dirty. Oh, I think because my screen protector is broken. That's what's wrong. I need a new screen protector. Anyway, yeah. Thanks to Marshall and Ian for helping. They both came as much as they could. And Marshall has a full-time job. And, geez, that's dark. It's not even that dark outside. And yeah, what I say, Marshall has a full-time job, and Ian has his own shop there that he does machining out of, so carves out a living. So he had to keep a few customers happy along the way. I don't know if I've said before on here, I don't think so, but my dad is a very sick man, so I don't know if he'll see this or not, but we certainly missed you out here this year. Yeah, just little things like fueling up the tractor, and a couple pieces we had to harrow, and so Ian spread fertilizer for me, but that was Dad's job before. But yeah, just some of the little things that he did for us that we definitely missed, or I missed anyway. But yeah, I don't know how many days. I think we started kind of sort of on the 14th of May. It was way too wet. We shouldn't have went. about the 18th, it was finally like decent going. You could say it was ideal seating, or better anyway. Still was a few potholes to go around, but at least we weren't plugging the packers up and stuff on the drill. Those peas I hammered in first, and the first wheat I put in is all up. So it didn't seem to affect the way it grew. Then we moved north up to some land that I rent over there, and we had to dig the old harrows out. Marshall did some harrowing. He harrowed one quarter, actually twice, to break the sods up. Then we got that all seeded, and I was spraying with the old Versatile, and got everything pre-burnt, about 100 acres. And it shows, but anyway, such is life. I actually did hire schlochters to do some stuff too. I was just running out of Jeremy. Anyway, everybody, I guess, made a pile of hours. I don't keep track of my hours, so because my boss is an asshole, they don't pay very good. But yeah, between Marshall and Ian, they did quite a bit. So I'm sure they'll give me a bill here soon. And yeah, I will get out of your guys' hair, throw this video together. It's some rambling, but shows what we did. And I'm gonna go home and put my feet up for what's left of the evening. Got about an hour till midnight. And move the tractor and the trucks tomorrow and get the cows. I'm hoping to get the cows on pasture tomorrow too. Enough of feeding them guys. So it's June 3rd if I haven't said already. So okay, you guys all take care, and we'll see you on the next one. Like, subscribe, and comment. Have a good day. Tut tut, looks like rain. Oh boy. So next morning, 8 a.m. They're calling for rain today. Check the hydraulic oil. I do got a bit of a leak on the air cart I gotta address. Can we see that? So she's down, what, a half a liter? I think it, what I'm trying to remember. It's 2 liters, I think, from full to add. So, whoa. In 200 hours, we added oil once, a couple liters, or a liter. Marshall put a liter and I put a liter. So, not bad for big old block of cast iron. Anyway, I'm gonna see if I can seed this pasture before oh, I gotta find my key, I left it behind. See if I can seed the pasture before it rains. Maybe that'll grow too. So okay, get this thing warmed up and moved over. Let you know how the seeding in the sod goes. Talk to you in a few. Well, it's working. Not much out here besides dandelions, a little bit of grass, the odd tough alfalfa left, but yeah, the dry years and overgrazing killed it. But yeah, these openers are digging in. I see a hose fell off. I gotta stop. But it's working. So I'm guessing the barley will somewhat grow, especially where it's like no grass. So yeah, so I'll have to reseed it, I guess. I should have worked it down or whatever, but for this year this will work, and maybe this fall I'll plow it down and prepare it for next year. So, okay. I'll let you know if anything else exciting happens. Talk to you in a bit.